Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to yet another installment of the 5 O'clock Reboot, where we will be setting your week off right. He's gonna fucking hate that.
I love that you're just ASMRing to it. Hello and welcome to another installment of the 5 O'clock Reboot.
Yeah, get the whole good.
Hold on, let me see something real quick. Is that me?
Yeah.
I apologize to me in advance. Don't do that. There we go.
I'm also gonna pull that a little bit away from the mic.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you guys, but I have no idea what I'm doing here today.
Dude, I'm excited for today.
Alex has taken it upon himself to obtain. All I know is that it's a rum. I don't know what's going on, and you can see by the look on his fucking face, he is just ecstatic as can be.
I didn't just bring any rum, though.
He brought the rum.
I brought the rum. Joseph edition, just like picks him up.
Cracks his head off, pours his contents into a bottle, just like,
no.
Today we're going to be drinking Joseph.
Oh god, that would be awful.
Speaking of which,
horrible. He's like, I'm never gonna be on this show again. Fuck you guys. I hate
Second
you.
appearance, second and last.
He's like, I fucking hate you now.
speaking of Joseph, hi.
There's the face.
Hi. Yep, I'm back. Round 2, baby.
Round 2, bitches.
Yeah, he's back again. And guys, I gotta say, I'm really excited. I kind of want to go ahead and just show this drink off.
I mean, you might as well just get it going.
Let's do it.
Even whenever we did B-roll, I covered my eyes. What in the hell is that?
This is Kraken.
What the fuck?
Black rum, dude.
You.
Black spiced rum.
This
94 proof. The Kraken.
You led me into a false sense of security with that question. Earlier, I was asked if I have ever had Kraken, and I didn't even think anything of it. Now I feel lied to.
I didn't say that we weren't having Kraken. All I said was, have you ever had Kraken?
Well, now I'm interested. I mean, the bottle looks just...
Dude, look at it. I used to drink this a lot. Like, I would get drunk and play games, and I would just do this little number right here.
Allow me to inspect the bottle.
Just drops it, breaks it.
It explodes.
Just be like, just kidding. We're doing Bush Light Apple.
I was drunk the other night at my fiance's parents' place playing Xbox with Alex.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I need a little something more. So I went and grabbed their bottle of Kraken in the kitchen and like took 3 chugs, and I regretted it immediately.
The first time, if you take 3 chugs of this, that's enough to get you drunk by itself.
Dude, I told you. I was like, I took 3 chugs. You're like, 3 chugs? No.
I was like, why? He was like, I took 3 mouthfuls. He was like, I about threw up. I was like, well, yeah, it's because you took 3 mouthfuls of freaking oil. You know?
Yeah, I got a feeling that first one Free's not going to treat us very nicely.
No, dude.
It's not. But you're going to get a very sweet flavor.
I told Alex I wanted to skip it, but I was like, no, I have to do it.
How about this? What you can do...
No, we're going to do it.
You can chase first from
Did you just... That was possibly the crispiest bottle opening on this podcast. Alex motherfucking Wilson. The crispiest and possibly the most delectable
so
bottle opening that you have ever provided to us. And you just nonchalantly, disrespectfully open the bottle mid-conversation.
I wasn't thinking, man. That's how social of a drink this is. How about this? I'll do you nothing better.
I have never been so disappointed in you my entire life,
I'm
Alex.
so sorry.
Yeah, I love
That
that
was
you
the
were just,
biggest
you were just
cock
casually
tease ever.
talking. You just, and it was so crisp. It sounded so nice.
Are you gonna be able to boost that shit?
I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try to either isolate it or pull it out of nowhere. Then I'm gonna have to pull it out of my ass.
Also, fun fact.
Buy a new bottle.
Just records, just stock footage.
Also, fun fact. These little caps like this. There was something that I had the other day. I can't remember what it was. That I opened and I was like fiddling with the lid, and I like ran my thumb across it and I cut my thumb open.
I remember this conversation.
Yeah. Also, guys, the little nippy tipper's back. The tippy nipper.
The tippy
has
nipper.
returned.
Nice. I like it. I liked it.
Because it works for this
And it fits.
perfectly.
The tippy nipper.
That's if you're gonna drink it. Like that. Hold on.
So he does realize that there's a handle on both sides of the bottle, right? So he literally didn't even have to flip it. He just had to literally rotate the bottle. Are you okay?
He's been to the doctor and hospital today. So
That is true. He has been going through a little bit of traumatic
But
interference.
you got the best treatment I've ever heard of.
That's the freaking yeah.
I kind of want mine to hurt now.
Hold on. All right, everybody. We're gonna start this off. The first one's free, and then I'm gonna make us some rum and cokes, and then I'm gonna tell you all about probably some of the best doctor's visits that I've ever had in my entire life.
Now, are we wanting to go for a full shot or we want to go half shot? Because this
Let's go half shot. Full?
That one didn't age quite so well.
Fucking listen. He's coming in here showing his big dick. We gotta go full now.
give me 2.
I got a double shot glass in there.
Let's start with 1. Look, I'm not trying to get janked too quick.
Yeah, he showed his dick to the doctor and was like, "See, it's not really that big." And they were like,
They're like, it could be bigger. Over here, let's do full shot. Look, man, this isn't a pissing contest.
This has already got my stomach rumbling.
Oh, but you wanted the full shot. He's
Hey,
like,
we're all gonna suffer.
suffer for the craft. Kind of like how I suffered a few days ago for the craft. We've got a lot to talk about. This episode.
Is that wrist shaking?
Oh, dear God. Here we go, boys. Let's take a whiff.
"Yeah, gotta get a smell of it first."
Ooh, actually,
It's not a bad flavor.
That's
it's
a
very
really-
sweet, but the sweetness is offset by the fucking burn. Like, it sends you straight to hell on the way down.
Dude, like that's like the Kraken. Like you see the Kraken from afar and you're like, "Oh, that's a pretty little squid," and then you're like, "Why is the squid getting bigger and bigger?" And bigger?
Oh God! It's
what a
moving
cute little
so
squid.
fast.
Why is he getting closer? Wow, that actually does smell really good.
You're gonna be thinking that after the first sip.
Oh, buddy,
You're gonna be thinking that when you're drunk as shit, throwing up here in a little bit. Just be like,
It's not
It
nice.
still smells good. It still smells.
is
Have you ever seen
is
that
that Little
fucking-
Caesars and Waffle House I taste?
Oh, that fucking video where that mom makes the kid dinner. And, is it good? She's like, yeah.
Yeah. Lads,
Let's take a full shot, he said. It'll
Get
be
her
fun,
down.
they
You
said.
know what? We can pour it half out in our drinks.
yeah, I can't shoot, dude. I'm gonna take a taste and then I'm gonna drink it like a man.
I don't want to chase her.
Yeah, here. Yeah, we can chase it. You've
I'll-
chased first one's free.
I've chased first one's free.
Do you want Coke or Cheerwine?
I would take Coke though.
Since we're hitting Coke already, might as well hit Coke. I have chased from first one's free. Which one did I chase again? It was.
The last one.
Oh yeah, because it was bad. We don't need it for that. That's Coke.
You need to let the fizz out.
don't think this is your redemption arc. Alex Wilson.
Where's your... Where's your glass? Should be enough to chase. Don't you think?
Was that Coca-Cola 1995?
Please give me Coke.
Please give me Coke.
Yeah, that should be enough to chase her, Alex.
I don't know, man.
He's really looking to get rid of the taste quick.
I'm really looking for this shit to clear
You
up.
pull me like
I love that we're
fucking
all in
pinky
fear.
toes worth in fucking dairies and you fucking.
We're
we
all
will
in
fill
fear of this
yours.
shot right now, straight up.
We are so fucking scared. I used to drink this shit straight back whenever I drank a lot. Like, I would just be playing video games, hook my finger in and just at a
Yeah,
time.
dude, I remember that, dude. I can already like feel the acid reflux.
I think I got sick on this before.
Definitely, a time or two. You have.
All right, boys, let's put our money where our mouth is. I'm gonna go as long as I can without chasing.
Oh fuck that.
Ah.
Now who's big dick swinging?
Now let's go, boys.
First one's free.
As long as it's free.
That's not bad.
Fuck.
Oh, he's already setting.
Shit makes me want to die, bro. Oh.
I'm sorry.
The initial taste is actually not bad. It's whenever the alcohol starts to actually fester on your tongue.
Yeah.
It festered me immediately.
It hit you, Fester.
Yeah. I don't know what this fester is, but I must have threw it back there and hit it immediately.
Twist my dick and call me Fester. Y'all still...
You don't need any
Oh,
more
y'all
dick
chased...
twisting.
I didn't exactly chase. I let it sit there for a second. Once the alcohol started taking in, then I hit it. It's not bad by itself. Like, that wasn't bad. It's just that the second that the alcohol starts to hit really hard is whenever it's just like,
Yeah.
because the flavor was like really good. I would say it's kind of like it's a little more harsh than the Shankies that we had. It's a little more harsh because the Shankies was like straight yellow cake.
This is... See, the thing I like about rum, especially spiced rums, is that, like, they are so flavorful and sweet. Like, even though this does... I'm about to make a mistake. Because I still haven't had Coke. Even though, like, you get that big flavor and, like, the alcohol, like, does punch your dick, you still get that flavor, like right now, I can still get the sweetness
There was
from that drink.
It was an immediately washover of sweetness, which was very pleasant. The only part that I didn't like was once the spice and the alcohol started to hit my esophagus and everything.
Yeah.
That's why I immediately chased after, because it's just like, this is nice. Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, dude, I get you. I get you hard.
It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, by itself, I probably would.
Give it a good rating, yeah.
By itself, I'd probably run shots on it.
Dude, it is good. Like, it is good to run shots on.
I'm not in that boat. boy.
He's like, please no.
No, we need to try this with some rum and cokes because, like, if you're gonna have, like,
I want rum and coke. This.
I was gonna say, if you
I'm
got something
intrigued.
like, if you got something like a rum, like, that's just such a big drink. Do you guys want us to use the shots to actually measure out?
Yes, I'm gonna run one shot for now. I'm gonna see how it tastes. If I don't like the way that it tastes, I'll run 2 shots. We're on the way, boys. Sing the angel time.
You good, bro?
Pour me another.
Oh my god.
Another.
It is smooth. Look at it.
I know, dude. Look at how smooth. It's like a cup of black coffee.
Excuse your ears for that.
bet it was more pleasurable than the time whenever Alex opened a fresh bottle while in the middle of conversation. Now my question is, would you like to tell your story first, or would you like me to start going about my week?
I'll let you go, and then we'll pick it up.
I'll tell you what. I'll start with my first story, which is something that happened today. And then we can go to your story, and then we'll go back to my story for what I did for the past couple of days.
I've got a cool VR experience I would like to share.
Do you have VR?
Huh? No, I was visiting a friend who had just gotten a VR system, and he set it up like right in front of me and shit. It was cool.
I have a VR set. I love VR. VR is the sickest thing. I was
It's
actually
like
playing,
Super Hot, I think is the game that we were playing.
Yeah.
I was playing. I've actually never played Super Hot, but I play things like Pavlov and Blade and Sorcery and stuff.
Okay, yeah. I've heard of Pavlov. I've not played.
Pavlov is awesome.
Not heard of the other one.
It's my favorite game. But I'll kind of go about my first experience to share with you guys. I shit my pants today. There's really no other way to say it.
Oh, yeah.
That's rough.
I called his... I'm sorry. I called him earlier. I called him and tried to get a hold of him, and he was like, I'm pooping. I was like, oh, shit. Because, like, I think I was like, my nuts hurt. And you were like... I was like, my nuts hurt. And you were like, I'm pooping. You were like, I pooped my pants. And, like, I thought you were kidding.
I did not poo in my pants. Yeah, no. So, we've already talked about the reason why the episodes were late, the reason why everything's been going wrong. I was moving, and I had no internet, and I also had to reconfigure my computer because a bunch of new software things downloaded for malware stuff and things like that, and it tried to optimize my computer. And so that didn't work because then it tried to optimize my computer, which made it run slower. So I finally got everything set up. I said, I'm not doing jack shit for a little bit. I set up some of my soundproofing. Everything's starting to sound really good in the room. So I'm sitting there just messing around on my computer, and I'm like, ooh, I got to fart. So I cock to the side. I go to fart, and immediately regret the decision. Oh.
Oh, buddy, are you okay? Let me go get you a paper towel.
I immediately regret the decision because I immediately begin shitting my pants. I don't mean like
projectile.
Yeah, like I'm not talking like a log tried to roll out of me. I'm talking just sort of. And I was like, oh no. And so like I get up and I hop on my way to the bathroom and I drop trowel. Sure enough, I shit my pants because of what I ate.
I'm such a horrible friend.
It's because of what I ate for the past couple of days. I know that much for certain, which will have to do with my next half of the story. But I mean, I was like sitting there, just sort of looking at this mark
In your chair or in your underwear?
in my underwear,
Oh.
and I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm a 25-year-old man
Who just shitted his
who
pants.
just shat his pants
I just shit
because
his-
he gambled on a fart, and the house was stacked against me, and I didn't even know. So I like it was like,
would you call it gambling since you didn't know?
but it is gambling because you never know, especially whenever you gamble.
I mean,
So are you saying that every fart is a gamble?
Yes,
Every
I'm here
single
to
fart.
I'm here to go on record to say that every fart, every single time you decide to break wind, every single time you decide to cut the cheese, every single time you try to break bread, it is a gamble.
Break bread.
You will receive one of 3 states of matter. The preferred is always gas. But every now and then, you will receive liquid or solid.
Water. Earth. Sorry. Fire.
And then after you
Air.
eat spicy food, you get fire. But I just didn't think anything of it. I was like, ooh, I got a fart. Nyeh. And just immediately almost loaded myself up. And I have never been more upset with myself. Like I said, I am a 25-year-old man. I'm a 25-year-old man who's just trying to live his life and exist in this world. And sure enough, without a sliver of a doubt, I could not have done anything any differently, and I shat my pants.
I just had to spit my drink
you're
back into my
old
glass. because you
Indentation.
because you said something. I think you said stacked yourself or something, and all I could think of is that you shat so much off of a fart that it literally lifted your cheeks off of your chair.
Oh yeah, it straight Jenga towered me.
Like you literally just like I can't feel like
Bro, it straight up Jenga towered me, bro.
I feel like once you reach a degree of shitting, it doesn't matter what age you are. You like everybody makes that face that a baby makes when they have a blowout. You know what I'm saying? Like if you start, like you could be able, you can look over and do that shit for the camera. What was that fucking? What was that shit? Yeah.
Yeah, just the.
Oh my god! Like you're just sitting there and you start shitting. You just, you know.
I didn't have one of those moments. I went, oh no, I did a poo in my pants.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I immediately regretted my life decisions, and I immediately started rethinking my current standpoint as a human being. So I was supposed to take a shower anyway, because I was lazy the night before and just decided to just go straight to bed because I was doing that project for 2 straight days.
Right.
And so I was like, I've showered like 500 times to get makeup and grime and gunk off. I want to go the fuck to bed.
Yeah.
So I crawled into bed. I'll be washing my sheets very soon. Probably tomorrow.
Smart idea.
Good times.
God, dude.
But I'm not the only person who had a bodily snafu today. Just take a swig there, buddy, and talk about it. Give us the deets.
All right, everybody. So last night, damn. Last night, I may or may not have hurted myself in a way that I hurt my balls. Not the sack, not the dong, the literal berries. You know what I'm saying? Like my little boys, my guidance counselors.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
if we go any further in this, we're going to get banned on TikTok.
Oh, that's right, we're on TikTok. Anyway.
The twig and berries
The
were
twig and berries.
jeopardized.
The berries were jeopardized. So much so that today the berries felt jeopardized. So I was like, hey, there's like a little medical thing at my work. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to this place and see if they, can tell me that I'm okay. I go and the guy's like, hey, and I say, hey man, my nuts hurt, and he says, what? And I said, yeah, it's bad. He says, oh shit. He says, those aren't supposed to hurt. I was like, yeah, I know. I know they're not supposed to hurt. I was like, what can you do for me? He said, I can't do anything for you right now. He says, but let me tell you something. Check this out. He says, there's nothing that I can do, and there's a good chance that it may just be nothing. He said, but there's also a chance that it could be something very serious, so you should get checked out. He said, why don't you fill out this paperwork, and while you're filling out this paperwork, I'm going to tell you a story. He says, whenever I was with my son, like we were playing and he was younger, I noticed that his lymph nodes were swollen. Just a little bit swollen. So I took him to the doctor right away because I said that's not right. So I took him to the doctor right away. Turns out his son had lymphoma, like cancer, but they caught it early enough that he was able to get treated and like took care of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was like, so this could be something, like I said, nothing, or it could be very serious. So you should go to the doctor immediately.
I love the stroke of confidence that he just decides to give you. Like, hey, by the way, I know this may seem very mild, but it could be cancer.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, dude.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish
my doubts.
I was like, so I'm gonna finish my shift and go to the doctor. So I go to the nearest doctor that's open after I get off of my job, and it's a little urgent care place. And I've never been for testicular pain, but I walk in there and there's this old lady right at the desk, and she's like, "What are you here for?" And I'm like, "I'm experiencing some pain." And she was like, "What kind of pain? What are you talking?" I was like, "In my private region." She was like, "Is it like, does it hurt when you pee? Does it hurt when you touch it? Is it pain in your penis? Is it pain in your scrotum? Is it pain in your groin, like your muscle?" I was like, it's testicular pain. I'm hurting in my testiculars. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she decides to get quiet. Like, then she just, because she was like talking loud as shit, and there were people all in that lobby.
She's like, what exactly, sir, what exactly hurts? Is it your balls? Is it your penis, sir? What hurts on your balls or penis, sir? Sir.
Yeah, like, and I was like, and then like once I'm like, yeah, I've got testicular pain. She's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That must be very embarrassing, for you to talk about. And I was well, you know what? No shit. Anyway, I'm talking with her for a second, and I end up filling out my registration and everything. And she's like, letting you know it's a long wait. We'll get you back there as soon as we can. I'm sitting there for a minute. Turns out, this woman went to high school with my mother. She's like, are you related to so-and-so? And I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, is so-and-so your mother? I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, oh my goodness. My good lord.
Small world.
All this stuff. And everybody,
wow.
So I'm like, oh, this is great. So I ended up talking to this woman who now knows that my balls hurt about, the glory days with my mother. And she was like, you look like your mother did whenever she was younger. And I'm like, that's good to know. Thank you very much, ma'am. And then the woman comes out.
Wow, dude. That woman slammed the shit out of your mom.
Okay, yeah.
The facial hair matches and everything.
The beard, the nut pain, it all makes sense.
I think that is the number one fear that I've ever had, and that's why I'm happy that like my mother was raised in places like California, the exact opposite of where I am.
Yeah.
So the possibilities of anyone who knew my mother in high school and then on is very slim, if not totally negated, because nothing would make me personally want to die more than me having to go into an urgent care clinic and be like, hi, my testicles hurt. And then she being like, do you know so-and-so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my mom. And then now she knows, and then she goes to tell my mom. Then my mom makes a big deal out of my testicular issues.
Bro, the shit that used to kill me is when people are like, back in like high school and grade school, I had your grandpappy. The fuck do you mean you had my grandpappy?
Yeah, it's
that
like
fucking old.
I'm looking around and I just can't seem to find who asked.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, like I had a teacher in grade school. You remember Miss Vellucci?
Dude, yes.
No, not Miss Vellucci. Sorry, not Miss Vellucci. Not Miss Vellucci. Miss Reed.
Miss fucking Reed, 5th grade.
Yeah, like cut,
Yeah.
like short hair, Miss Reed.
Yeah, she was a cunt when we had her, but she turned out to be a really nice lady.
Yeah, like I think she did that because she wanted the best for us. Also, check this. She taught my dad.
What?
At that same school.
What? Ew.
So
Yeah.
what that means
God,
is
was
you
she a
need to get out of
fossil?
here before you have kids, so they don't have to relive all those stories.
Either way. Anyway.
She has to teach her kids now. Get to work. Oh, wait.
yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
wait. You won't be able to.
Oh
for a
yeah,
minute.
no, I can't for a minute. But anyway, the lady comes out, right? Like the nurse lady comes out while I'm still talking to this person, reliving the glory days. And she calls me back, and she takes me into a room. She's like, "So what's going on?" Has this little computer, and she's like, "Listen, honey, this is the wild part." She's like, "So why does it hurt?" She's like, I start talking about it. She says, "Listen, you're not gonna embarrass me. I deal with this kind of stuff." She's like, "I deal with this shit every day." She said, "Listen, she's like, it's not the worst thing that's happened to me today. Now, how could you explain somebody coming in here with, she said, I had a lady come in here earlier with these gray chunks coming out of her eye." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And she says,
What?
Yeah. How do you explain getting chlamydia in your eye at work?"
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say this. That probably breaks HIPAA a little bit.
Shit.
No, it doesn't at all. No.
Does it not?
No information. Name, date of birth.
Okay.
Any kind of information.
I love that you hide out of frame up until the point that you need to correct me, then you pop back and stay in frame, dingus.
Sorry. I was just leaning back in the chair. Sorry. But yeah, no, it's nice having parents in the medical field. To know
Yeah, it
things
must
like
be
that.
nice. I'm only first
Hearing
aid
weird
trained.
fucking cases all the time.
I'm a human. I'm not a certified human plumber, but I'm definitely a trained human plumber. If you spring a leak, I got you. Apply tourniquet around the neck.
But either way, she tells me that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, this lady's seen some shit today." So I tell her, I'm like, "Hey, my nuts are hurting pretty bad. Like, they hurt whenever, like, they graze anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, more so than usual.
Like Grey's Anatomy.
Like, graze anatomy, like, as in, like, they hurt when I walk because they graze the sack that they're in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very sorry for getting so graphic with you all. But anyway, she's like, okay, I got you, sweetie. And, like, I've been feeling this other stuff going on. I'm not going to tell y'all all that. But, like, she goes out of there. And then she comes back, and she's like, okay. You know, she said something, and then she's like, the doctor's going to come in here in a minute. I was unaware that everybody within that facility was a female. I'm not saying that, like, I didn't know exactly what to expect. I was like, man, like, whenever I went in, I'm not kidding, I was like, man, I really hope that there's not, like, a pretty lady who's gonna be squeezing on my balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was really not what I was wanting, because number one, I was afraid. I was like, oh my god.
Okay, yeah, that's the only thing no one wants every time they go into the doctor. I don't want a pretty lady rubbing on my nutsack.
And I'll tell you why. Because number one, I don't want to get a boner. Number two, I don't want to not get a boner. You know what I'm saying? Like, both situations are absolutely horrible. But
I don't
anyway,
know. Well, this is going to get a little into the graphic territory. If I had a choice, honestly and truly,
you'd get a boner.
I would prefer to pop a boner.
Yep.
Because here's why. At that point, it's at least a compliment.
You already have a problem with your balls. If you don't get hard, then you've got another problem.
Anyway. Actually, I don't know, because then, like, okay, think about this. There's, like, a whole big psychological thing that was going on. But anyway, I'm in there, right, and she, like, starts pressing on my stomach. She's like, does any of this hurt? And I'm like, whoa now. I'm like, hold on a minute. Like, she presses somewhere, and I flinch because I felt pressure, and she was like, did that hurt? And I was like, I mean, kinda. And she was like, does it hurt? And I was like, God. I was like, not really, like, any more than I would expect, you know, shit like that. She was like, okay. Like, she was, like, very impatient about it. But then, like, you know, she's doing all that. She listens to me breathing and stuff like that, and listens to my heart. And then she's like, I'm going to need a chaperone, because apparently there has to be a couple people in there for them to look at your cock, because that way you can't be like, she
molested me, yeah.
Stroked on my penis and I didn't want her to. So, not only is that going on, she says, I need a chaperone, just making it no big deal. And then, like, this other lady comes in who's in, like, different color, like, clothes. And I'm like, okay. Like, this person just walks in, she's like, oh, good. You know, just stay in here, because I needed someone else in here for me to do this. Drop your pants. And I was like, okay. So I drop them, because I don't usually go to the doctor. I haven't been to the doctor in a long time.
Same.
You know, I drop my pants, and I am just gone. Like, fucking, I turtled so hard. And, like, she's probably happy because, like, that wasn't in the way. But, like, I felt so horrible because, like, I was in there, I was like, oh my god, these people are probably seeing the smallest penis that they've ever seen in their entire life.
Oh, God.
This one girl looks like she's never seen a penis before in her life. Well, she may have, I don't know. But, like, she's looking like, I don't know what to do. You know, that kind of a thing. And this other woman is, like, squeezing on me, and she's like, does this hurt? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, oh, really? That hurts? She was like, wow. Like, she started getting alarmed and shit. And I was starting to get alarmed, too, because I was like, is this shit not normal? She's like, does one of these hurt more than the other? I'm like, yeah, that one. She says, this one? I'm like, oh, my God. Please, fuck. You know, like, so she ends up stopping. And that's why, and that, Your Honor, is why my dick was so far inside me. Like, it's not even funny. But that all happens. I pull my pants back up. And then she's like, okay, we're going to do some blood work, and we need you to pee in a cup. I'm pee shy. I can't pee. I can't
God.
pee in cups, right? So I go in there, not thinking I was gonna have to pee into a cup whenever I first came. So I didn't really need to pee. Went in there, tried to pee for fucking ever. It didn't happen. Like, I got like a drip, and I just put the cup in the thing, and I went out. Like, I immediately left the bathroom after being in there for like 7 minutes. The toilet was one of those like sensor toilets, so it flushed twice. And the toilet's right in the middle of the fucking back place where there's like 3 or 4 desks. So this person who was waiting on me to pee heard that toilet flush twice, and I'm like, okay, number one, they're thinking
Yeah, it's not, it's not.
Yeah, but it's not like whoosh, whoosh. It was like whoosh. Give it another like 5 minutes. And then whoosh, and then no pee. No pee. Like a little bit.
Cucked.
I put that shit in there and I was like, I walk out of the bathroom. I make direct eye contact with this lady. The first thing I'm like, I'm so sorry. I couldn't pee in your cup. And she's like, it's okay, sweetie. And I'm like, oh, thanks. You know, all this other stuff. I go in there. They're about to draw blood. The lady that was in the different color, come to find out, she's in there with us. And the first nurse lady is using me as a tool to teach the one that was the chaperone. The one who I said didn't look like they didn't know what to do when I had my dick out.
Yeah.
That's because it's their second day at work in the medical field ever.
Wow.
So this lady's
Welcome to
drawing blood.
work, honey. Let's grab this man by his testicles.
Yeah, for real.
So,
oh my god,
they
she's
end up-
seen a girl had chlamydia in her eye. And some testes on her second day.
Come to find out, I was the second guy there that was having testicle problems that day.
Convincing.
But anyway,
Coincidence? I think not.
Anyway, I think that girl felt bad for me because, like, you know, she needed me to pee in that cup, right? And they were like, you can try again. If you can't do it here, then you can do it at the hospital because we're going to need you to have an ultrasound done. And I was like, oh my God, I got to go another place. Are you kidding me? So I get my blood drawn. And then, like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I've been alone in this room for a minute. And the little new girl, the one that, like, you know, saw my dick and tried to get me to pee in the cup, she brings me a cup of water and a little orange popsicle.
Nice.
An orange popsicle, dude. An orange electrolyte popsicle. And she's like, here you go. Maybe this will help you.
She's
And I was like,
bribing you.
oh my God.
She's trying to coax the pee out of you.
And it worked. I peed in a cup so good for the first time in my fucking life.
I peed so good.
I did.
Speaking of peeing so good, I have to pee all of a sudden.
Good job, buddy.
All this talk of urination really set it up for me, bud.
And I don't mean to be making this story go on so long, but guys, I'm telling you, this is a fucking trip. I leave there, right?
Nothing could be as long as your Civil War reenactment stories.
Oh my God.
Jesus God.
Dude, I've told those on the pod.
I know.
Oh, I forgot you listened.
I know. I listened to 2 straight fucking hours.
Ooh. Shit, dude, you finished your drink before me.
On for a while.
Someone's fucking man over here.
Dude, I'm trying.
Dude, you're doing better than me right now. Get you some
these combos with butter.
Get you some snackies, dude.
Dude.
Snakoshers. Are them things kosher?
Pizza.
Dude, did you know?
You're more than welcome to have some if you want
I
some.
appreciate the offer, dude. You were the first person to give me a combo in my life.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget. The first time that it ever happened was I was...
Oh, you don't...
What?
You're talking about before, right this second.
I'm talking about before, like, in my life. Like,
Yeah, okay.
the first combo I ever had
Alright.
was with you. Because we were kids, right? And I was going over to your house, and we got snacks. One of them snacks being pizza combos. So number one, it was my first time ever having a combo, which was delectable. It was also a pizza combo. Dude, fucking pizza combo.
Pizza combo.
Dude, that thing slapped. I was like, oh my God, my life changed. You also got me to try root beer for the first time. And changed my life because my mom told me that I didn't like it because she didn't like it. Like my whole life up until that point, she was like, "Oh, you don't like root beer."
That's ass.
Well, you know,
I mean, it happens.
yeah, moms be the way they be sometimes. But anyway, so after we get to, like, after I leave there, right, I go immediately to the hospital. And they're like, you're going to have an ultrasound done. Number one, I'd never had an ultrasound done in my life. I knew the premise, right? I knew the gist of what, you know, goes down. I got the coke, dude. I got your coke. But I knew the premise of what goes on for an ultrasound, you know. But I didn't know if it was different whenever it was your balls. So I get there. As soon as I get there, I see some people from the urgent care that I was just at. And the people at the hospital are like, man, the urgent care is really sending them down to us today. They're not even close that.
I have...
But...
So, Oops, sorry. So something crazy. This kind of ties into my story as well, but like, it was a full moon out a few days, like yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So people were acting weird, and statistically, emergency room visits allegedly go up during full moons.
Well, that's where I had to go into.
So
They sent me in.
you are now
there,
part of a statistic. Congratulations.
I guess. But I went in, and I get everything took care of, and I go back to radiology, right, where I see some other people, and I'm like, man, there's a lot, and they're like, man, there's so many people here right now. They're here for X-rays. They're here for all these other things. I'm like, oh my gosh, really, there was 4 or 5 of us back there, and as soon as I get back there, they start talking about how they're gonna do a generator test in like 20 minutes, like 25 minutes. They're like, so all this power's about to go down. I don't know why they sent everybody right to us right now. I was like, excuse me? I'm like, y'all are about to fucking cut the power?
What about those people on life support, my guy?
I think it's different power support, like power supply, stuff like that, I think. But either way, I'm like, oh my god. So I go, and like, I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll be standing here for about 20 minutes. Well, 10 minutes goes by, which means it's like 15 minutes until fucking generator time. And this pretty lady comes by, and she's like, are you this guy? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, follow me. And I'm like, oh shit.
Right to it.
I'm like, maybe this doesn't take that long. Maybe she's just gonna like look at it and be like, you got some nice nads, and then send me on my way. So we go
take
in
2
there.
of these and call me in the morning. Takes off her shirt.
Oh my god. But I end up walking my way back. I'm like, okay, my girlfriend's with me this time, right? I was like, you come back here with me this time. I didn't have her come back with me the first time because I thought it would be in and out, urgent, as an urgent care, but I was wrong. So I was like, you come with me this time just in case it takes forever. And we're walking back, and we get there, and the lady's like, okay, so what I'm gonna need you to do is, she said, I just had one of these just a minute ago. Which means she just ultrasounded a dude's nuts from the urgent care. But anyway.
Probably the same guy who came in earlier.
Probably so. But not the chlamydia guy. But she
Damn.
But they come in, and she says, I'm just waiting for my probe to be ready. And I'm like, hold on a minute, probe? And I was like, is this an ultrasound, like where they fucking your baby? Or like, I was like, what do you mean probe? So she just starts talking like it's nonchalant, and I was like, this woman is about to full on fucking shank my penis like it's nothing, like, and just not tell me what's going on. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, hey, ma'am, what exactly is gonna happen to me in like approximately, and I look at the thing like counting down the sanitation, like sterilization. I'm like, approximately like 45 seconds. She's like, oh, she says, I'm going to take this little thing right here. I was like, yeah, what do you mean probe? She says, oh, this right here. And it's the thing they rub over you so gently. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're good. She says, I'm going to take some of this warm gel. I'm going to squirt it over your scrotum. And then I'm going to I'm going to take my probe, and I'm going to take scans and all this other stuff. I'm like, finally, some proper treatment up in this bitch. So I'm like, what do you need me to do? Sounds good to me. Sign me up. Warm gel, gentle rubs, take me home country roads. What do you want? And she's like, all I need you to do is pull your shorts down to about your legs. Take this towel, bring your penis up and cover it, and then take your nutsack and pull it up. Pull your nutsack up and squish your legs together so it's just your nutsack sitting on top of your legs. No dong.
Is that all?
Just sack, no dong. She was like, I want just sack, no dong.
Dude, that's...
That sounds like some foreign language, doesn't it? What would you do if somebody said just sack, no dong?
I'd be like, I don't think I can thumb that in there, buddy.
But anyway, dude, I'm telling you, it was great. Like, I get fixed up. The lady's like, I'm going to step out for a second and let you get situated. I get situated like that because, like...
You're a pro.
I'm kind of a pro at fiddling with my penis. And so she comes in, and I'm fucking little dong covered, sack up. And my girlfriend, who is just watching, like, just looking at me, like, holding my dick, and she's like, you probably don't have to hold that down. I was like, just in case, honey. I was like, just in case. And the lady was like, yeah, this will take about 20 minutes. I was like, just in case. I was like, I am not about to, like, get 10 minutes into her gently rubbing me and, like, fucking, woo, you know. That would have been horrible.
Launches the flag of Iwo Jima.
But, dude, I'm telling you, if you've never had your nutsack, like, ultrasounded, you need to do it, man. Because, like, it is so nice. That gel she squirts on there is so great. They gently caress your, like, balls. And then, like, it takes, like, 20 minutes. And 9 times out of 10, they don't want to be doing it. But, like, it's their job, so they got a really good sense of humor. So, like, I was making jokes about how this lady's job sucks dick.
You like this dick?
While she I was like, so... How long have you been doing this? And she was like, oh, I've been doing it for a couple years. She was like, I really got into radiology. I was like, so is this what you wanted to do? Or and she was like, yeah, like, I really enjoyed, like, whenever they told me about ultrasound, I really, you know, I wasn't sure, but I really enjoy it. And I was like, I bet you didn't know that this was something that you'd have to do, was it? She said, no, I didn't know that this was a thing that could happen. I said, me neither. I never thought that once. I was like, I never thought that once in my life that I'd just be sacked out on my thighs while you're rubbing me down. You know,
giving me the old 1-2.
Double sacked up
on a Tuesday.
And like it was so scary to me because, like, I was talking to her. I was like, so how often do people come in, like, with no issue? Like, they come in, they get looked at, and, like, nothing's wrong. She's like, oh, all the time. She was like, all the time. Usually it's just and just starts naming off fucking conditions. And I'm like, whoa, I said nothing. I was like, when I said nothing, I mean, like, I'm talking like somebody comes in and you're like, you got a nice pair of balls. Get out of my hospital. Like, I'm not talking like, oh yeah, you know, it's just a little thing, like a little 2-3 weeks of antibiotics will clear up. I'm not talking that, man. That's an infection. That's fucking, where'd you get that shit? You know? But anyway, that's what I went through today. That was, oh fuck, that's a good 30 minutes.
Hey, let it run, boys.
Thank y'all for listening to that little story. That's what I went through. And then I took my girlfriend to a birthday supper.
Happy birthday! I'm getting my balls fondled.
Oh yeah, no, she watched this woman rubbing my penis.
Yeah, dude, she got cucked for her birthday, dude.
Literally.
She had to watch another girl rub you out.
Literally, I've had so many women today, so many women this day.
Nice cock.
So many women this day look at and touch and fondle my penis, not my penis, sorry, my scrotum, than ever before in my life, right?
That's impressive.
Dude, it is.
It's a life you want to live.
It's really not, man. Because, like, the first lady...
the warm gel and massages.
Yeah, the warm gel, like, things really picked up after the first, like, doctor.
Things really picked up after the warm gel.
After Miss Ivan, who was, like, squeezing, like had a ball between fingers and was like, does this hurt? And I was like, oh my god, yeah. Like, things really picked up because it was after that moment that the other lady came in and was like, yeah, I'm new. This is a cup of water and a nice orange popsicle. And I was like, I'm going to come back to this doctor. Because I get popsicles when I come here. As a 22-year-old male, she handed me a fucking popsicle.
And I ate that shit.
And they had a TV in the room. I got to watch, like, HGTV and shit while I ate my orange popsicle.
Yeah, Property Brothers.
Dude, yeah, it was like Property Brothers while she was...
Sack enlarged.
Yeah.
Property Brothers popsicles. Couldn't be any better.
Yeah. Like, I had the Property Brothers while she was propping these brothers, you know what I'm saying?
I hate that. I hate it.
Listen, that was so good.
Well, he's been dealing with that kind of stuff for his week.
Propping these brothers.
I've been working on some pretty excellent stuff. Like I said, I've gone through a lot of life changes recently, just due to circumstances that happened that, to be quite frank, are no one's business but the people who I think they should be. But after moving and everything, I had a whole thing happen. But then we actually, my brother has me working on a short film for him, and that's what I've been doing the past 2 days. It's called Rensaka. It's the most that I can really say about it until it goes live is it is a Norse mythology themed short film. And we almost died from heat stroke. several times. It's fine. Not a good time for the heat. We literally chose the hottest day to come out and go do stuff. One of our thermostats straight up read 101 degrees.
Oh my god.
It was bad. But, I mean, it was awesome. I got a whole bunch of fun little prop stuff. I have pictures and everything. Whenever I get the green light, next episode that I get the green light on, I will be posting videos and pictures. Just so that you guys can kind of see what's going on with that. Even though it may be just a few now, I mean, it's still really cool that you guys are still keeping up with us. This is going to be something that I'm going to post and keep you updated with. And the second that thing hits YouTube, I am throwing that link everywhere and anywhere.
You better.
It was just awesome. We went to a familiar location that me and my brother both knew, and so it was just absolutely just excellent all around to go back there, meet new people, and then try to just become what this character was supposed to become. And whenever we did everything, I went through a whole metamorphosis. My beard got trimmed up, my hair got lopped off. We did a whole bunch of changes that were very much welcomed, because especially for the summertime, it gets really hot. And you guys saw I had a gigantic mop on my head. Yeah. Even now, I'm still like playing with it because it does get kind of hot in here, just because we do turn the fan off whenever we're recording.
Yeah, we suffer so you don't have to. Speaking of suffering so you don't have to, how's your drink?
Oh, give me a minute.
Is that your second?
That's his first.
You guys keep getting me to talk, or I keep listening. This is my sin. Every single time you guys start talking, every single time you guys start going on about something, the first thing I do is I'm just like.
That's not a bad habit to have.
It's not a bad
habit. It's the fact that I'm being. I just like, not to stroke my own ego, but like I'm just being too respectful.
Not to stroke your own dirty dogs.
Not to stroke my dirty dog.
Being disrespectful or acting like it is my forte.
There you go, boys. Feetfinder.net.
Growing up with ADHD was amazing.
You've seen it here first. Derek and Alex's feet.
Will not be participating.
You want to shout out the Dirty Harry?
Yeah, dirty dogs.
Dirty dogs.
Dirty Dan's.
Speaking of Dirty Harry, that other nurse looked at it and made it look. I'm just kidding.
But
anyway.
I've been doing some excellent things. I'm finally fully unpacked, putting up soundproofing. The second that we get everything set up, I'll be working on the gaming channel again. I mean, it's excellent. The thing that I had to do before anything else is I did have to hang up the VR stuff and just see what it looked like, just so that I know, because we got everything set up in the living room instead of my bedroom. My bedroom is awesome, but I wanted to put it somewhere separate where it would not be nearby my bed. I wanted something completely new, open, and we have a large living room. All I need to do is get a couch, and I can start inviting people over to hang out. Very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna get a rug too for the couch. It's excellent. Yeah. It's excellent. Because you saw it before.
Yeah.
We put everything in. I forgot
I got fucking boxed.
Like, you got hard. Boxed hard, dude.
Dude, whenever I was helping him move in, check this, dude. There was a washer.
That doesn't hook up to anything.
This lid was like 15, 20 pounds. Mm-hmm. The lid itself. I was starting to carry that, and I looked sideways, and that lid goes right into my ear. Just, and I was like, it started ringing. She started like stuttering. I was like, oh my god.
He got rock'em sock'em bopp'em.
I got rock'em sock'em, and I was like, fuck. I couldn't hear my ear for a minute, dude.
That sucks, dude. I had somebody come up beside of me and fire a 45, and they had ear protection on, and I didn't.
Like right by your ear?
Oh yeah. I
what
still
a dick,
have
dude.
like hearing loss in my left ear.
Dude, what a dick, dude.
I know. I was not happy.
Damn.
All around though, I think the future of the podcast is a little more secure now, because we had a problem with me trying to upload and everything, so you guys will notice that 2 episodes got uploaded last week because I was finally home. I was finally in a place where I can kind of stretch out and breathe my own air and finally make it my own. We have like this agreement, you know, that we are going to do everything that we can to kind of keep low profile while in the apartment, but we are going to make it our own, and we have been. Mm-hmm. It's excellent. Like, so whenever we do drinks for the podcast, I keep every single bottle. Every single one that we've drank, I've kept. Some people call it hoarding. I call it preparing for the next set, because I want to set up every single bottle that we've drank from then till now. We have a full kitchen. The kitchen is awesome. We haven't used it yet, obviously. I'm lazy.
That's fair.
But whenever we finally are able to start inviting guests over, I'm wanting to start cooking again.
Is it just you?
It's me and my little brother.
Nice, dude.
His brother's pretty cool.
He's a pretty cool little guy. He knows that if he tries to do anything funny, I'll throw him. So
It's fair.
He is a pretty cool dude. Oh my goodness, man. Now, Joe, like, so, Derek and I have been talking about what's been going on in our lives a little bit, you know, recently. What's been going on with you, big guy?
Well, not a whole lot. I'm about to move in about 2 weeks. I'm moving about 3.5 hours east. 4 hours from here, I guess.
And so, this is Joseph will be back. It's just, it'll be a while before we can get him back on here.
Yeah.
Probably.
we did promise to 50 subs, but since he's deciding that he doesn't want to hang out with us anymore.
I wish that was the case. It's tough, dude, having to pick up life and move.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
I was gonna say, don't I know it?
Yeah, unfortunately, on the other side of things, my girlfriend is what's making me move.
I mean, hey, sometimes it's a good thing.
She graduated college, and I want to take a break from such. And she's gonna start grad school, so I'm gonna move with her, and I'm gonna get a job. See how long that takes before I go back.
Till you miss it.
I don't know, man. I've been working dead ass. Whenever you only have one thing to really worry about, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's a whole toss-up, really.
It really is, because like, if you
got lucky. You've had 2 decent jobs that's paid you pretty well, and you've liked both of them.
I've been very lucky in that
But
aspect.
for the general population, that is not the case.
Yeah, now I will say there are like a lot of jobs that would suck dong.
And I do like history more than I like most things. So, I mean, getting a degree in history and finding a job in the history field somewhere will be better than working retail.
Yeah, no, retail's
or in a
fuck
restaurant,
retail.
bro.
And fuck restaurant work, dude.
No, I completely I understand and I laugh whenever people don't quite realize like how essential things like that kind of stuff is. But at the same time, everyone gets treated like garbage in that kind of industry, retail and foods both. Like I never truly understood why people act like that to others, but I technically work in retail, and every single time we don't have something, they just throw a temper tantrum. Like
I would be fucking embarrassed, dude.
I would be
who the fuck raised
I'd
you?
be mortified at myself if I saw myself act like that. Like
But those people have no shame.
Yeah, no.
How'd you get to this point?
Yeah.
How did you survive until this point? Like,
by being a bitch, and they're like, oh, I get everything I want because I'm mean to people. It's like, well, I don't think they think of you as people, because like, how can you look at somebody and treat somebody as such?
They think of you as a peasant.
Exactly. Like, listen, man, people think of me as a peasant. I've had people call me out, like, for something that I can't help. Something that I can't help, right? Like, something that I have to do. And they're like, look, little Timmy, that guy right there, that guy is the fucking cocksucker who won't let you have a good time and hates you, so you need to hate that man right there. That kind of shit happens.
And then they learn to harbinger hate. It's like, come on, man. Like, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, just at least make art.
Fucking fucking teach everybody to love, man. Why don't we just do that? Why don't we BBTL, bring back the love. You know what I'm saying?
BBTL.
BBTL, bring back the love.
Not to be confused with BLT.
Not to be confused with
TLC.
BBTL, bring back the love, which is not to be confused with the BBTL, which stands for Big Bangin' Tongue Lickers. Not to be confused. It's you have to see which one's capitalized, and some of them are in cursive.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Big Bangin' Tongue Lickers, dude.
No.
I'll be honest, I checked out like halfway through it. My brain is no longer allowing me to keep up.
Dude, seriously, I'm not.
You were
gonna lie.
not kidding.
I'm not gonna lie. I started to say BBTL, and then I realized that that is the first thing that I said. So I thought I was saying something else. And then I was like, oh shit, that's Bring Back the Love. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. I told people that I'm not gonna fall asleep this go round, and I'm gonna stick to it. So give me one moment. I'm going to sit up. I'm not gonna fall asleep this go round. I'm not falling asleep this episode. I'm not doing it. I'm going to sit up. Apologize for your ears, but we're doing this today. I'm sitting up. I'm not moving.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, it's getting a little toasty.
It's a little warm. I think that's why we're getting a little sleepy.
Yeah, I think that's honestly, that might be it. It has been really warm in here. I feel like the past couple of times we've recorded, and it heavily affects my ability to stay conscious.
Oh yeah, no, I understand, because like it makes me sleepy too. What if I cracked a window?
I think cracking a window might be good. Was it cold out whenever we...
Oh, absolutely not.
Dude, no,
but
it's humid as all balls.
say, but you know what it would do? Generate some airflow.
That is true.
But it's hot airflow better than this.
That's the question.
Hot, humid air.
I mean,
Everybody type in the comments whether
everyone
hot
type in the comments below. I
whether
mean, I'll
hot
be honest.
Airflow is better than no airflow.
But I mean, at the same time, any kind of airflow would still push air around.
So you're telling me right now that if I took my pants off and hoisted my butt in the air and farted, that would be better? Because that's flow. That's a flow of a gas.
First off, a flow of gas from your butt would still have poo particulates, meaning it is much less of a slurry and more of a contamination. I would much rather not be salt and peppered by your butthole flatulent air hole.
Butthole flatulent air.
I would much rather deal with, I don't know, the semi-cold hot air of the outside world.
Yeah, why don't you just go cracker there?
Think you could do me a favor? I'll leave this to you. Could you make me another drink?
Oh, Jesus. You want me to make you another?
Another.
Is there, do you have like
A
ice
bottomless
packs?
void?
I'm not even drunk, dude.
I'm getting there, I'll be honest. First shot immediately.
I'm about fucked, boys.
Well, I'm a little tipsy, okay? I'll say I'm a little tipsy.
I have recovered, but like the first one's free, kind of ramped me a little bit.
But when I get to the bottom of this glass, that'll be it. Like, I'll be drunk. By the end of my glass.
Not gonna lie, that doesn't get much better.
No. Your senses just dulled.
I've opened a window.
My current mouth tastes the aftertaste of like a lifesaver.
Did you pour like a whole shot in there?
Roundabout.
Give or take.
Did you just count?
Yeah.
What did you count to?
3.5.
Like that? That's a fucking 4, you bitch. That's a fucking 4.
That's a fucking 4.
Drink the 4 and like it.
I will like it, dude.
Go back and watch the footage.
I can't right now. I could, but
Like-
that'd be a lot.
I'm not about to edit that together. I'm not doing it.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to.
Let's see. I'm going to stay awake. I'm going to stay awake this episode. I'm going to stay
Oh
awake.
yeah, you need another drink.
Just put in a number.
I don't know. I'll be honest.
You've only had the one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can go for another drink, but I'm not sure how far I'm going to get with it.
Well, then why don't you drink it straight?
Fuck that. Give me a fucking shot.
So you wanted to stay awake?
That will do the exact opposite. That will put me right out.
Yeah, that'll reverse the time clock. That'll like, instead of being awake to sleepy, that'll like.
That'll put him like sleepy to fucking. What's that song?
It's called Star. What is that called?
It's like something of the morning.
I've been into like slight rave music as of late.
Dude. Okay.
I have 2 songs to show you after this.
Let me tell you about this man here. So he and I are getting ready to play some games, right? Look at that room. Thought you were a pirate. Wait, no, you're a Viking. Sorry.
I'm a Viking.
Well, if you're a Viking, you should be able to handle this shit.
Well, they didn't drink rum.
I know they didn't drink rum,
They
but
drank
they
heavier shit. That tea's better.
really.
Fucking no.
They drank mead.
Mead's like wine, dude.
Exactly. And it did the job.
After they drank like a lot of it.
No, they did not drink a lot.
Shit, bro.
They drank enough to make a grown man cry. But
Bro, you eat fucking sheep intestines. I don't want to hear it.
I did try haggis.
How was it? Negative?
It's a no from me.
I still want to try it.
I did try Scotch eggs though. Fucking mint.
What are Scotch eggs?
So Scotch eggs are a hard-boiled egg that is
Hard-boiled?
covered in like seasonings, crumbs, things like that, and it's fried. Ooh, and there's this sauce that they put with it. It was absolutely phenomenal. Best choice I ever made. I was like, oh my god.
Dude, I had a corn brisket hash recently for like breakfast.
Yeah.
So fucking good, dude.
Really?
Had like an egg on the top of it.
Dude, I'm looking. Oh, I just got excited. Since I have a kitchen and I kind of just live with my little brother, I can start cooking breakfast now. I live so close to work.
Dude, fuck a pan. A griddle is essential. You
Essential.
have to get a little griddle.
Little grill.
Yeah.
Or a Blackstone. Just fucking go
Little
all
grill.
out.
Dude, I'm gonna be straight up. The only thing I've ever used a griddle for is frying my fish that I caught out of the river.
I use mine
Dude,
for
breakfast.
bacon.
Dude, I'd say you could fix some I'd say you could fix some bussin' bacon and eggs. on a
Dude, you
griddle.
can do bacon, eggs, pancake, and sausage all
Bacon,
right there on a
eggs,
flat.
grits, sausage. Wake up in the morning, gonna give him my sausage. Sausage.
I haven't been cooking breakfast, but I will say I have been learning to cook a little. I've cooked a few things, guys. I've cooked a couple shrimp recipes. As Derek is well aware, they were garlic. They had garlic. I like.
You mean a pussy?
I learned how to mince garlic, dude.
No, dude, you're fucking around with shrimp. You can't mess up shrimp.
I know you can't mess up.
You can
shrimp.
bake it, broil
gotta
it,
do something else.
stew it,
You gotta
Listen,
do
bro.
ground beef or fucking chicken. 'Cause you can
Listen,
mess
bro.
up
shrimp
both of those.
casserole, shrimp toast.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. right now. The key is not whether or not I can cook the shrimp. The key is
There's no perfecting shrimp.
it's not the perfecting the
It's
shrimp,
not
bro.
perfecting the shrimp. It's putting it in separate ingredients to make it more.
It's perfecting the sauce of the shit that I'm making. Just hear me out, bro. Hear me out, bro. I made this thing. It was called Tuscan shrimp. It was a low carb shrimp recipe.
You sent me the pictures, dude.
Tuscan
it looked
Raider.
phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. It
This
looked
shit was
great.
busted. I gave that to my girlfriend. She was like, "This tastes like something I would get at a restaurant."
And it probably was better than what you would get at a
Dude,
restaurant.
shit was fucking balling.
Because people be tweaking lately.
Yeah.
Really?
Carrabba's, dude. Carrabba's has been like terrible lately.
I was gonna say lately, I don't know where you've been, man. They've been doing this shit for centuries. They're like, let me buy this tiny cube of tofu that was lightly glazed in fish oil. $200.
I ain't never been to Carrabba's, bro.
What a fucking steal.
What's Carrabba's?
Throw your money on the table.
Yeah, that's... Joe, what kind of stuff I got at Carrabba's?
Dude, they've got like, have you guys ever been to Carrabba's?
I ain't never been to Carrabba's.
So, I mean,
I've
it's
seen
kind
the
of, it's
place.
kind of like a step up from Olive Garden.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck, dude.
So instead of breadsticks, they give you like a big loaf of bread that's like sliced.
Damn.
But I don't know if they do this anymore since COVID, but they used to bring it out on a plate or like with a plate of herbs, and then bring out some special oil and
Herbs.
like make oil to put your bread in.
Do you want to hold toes?
Great.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You said it's like a step up from Olive Garden. You're holding toes right now.
But it's completely different. If you want Olive Garden style food, don't go to Carrabba's.
This is how you know we're true friends. Oh,
This is awkward to watch.
Here, dude, check it. I got a fucking footy on this other one.
there you go. We've made the connection.
Yes.
The interlock.
Oh, how am I gonna
We're all
sit up?
soul bonded.
I was about to say, as Alex is in the birthing position.
Oh fuck! How am I? Yeah. Don't ban me, TikTok, please. But anyway,
I think that after we made it through the whole medical talk and we're not banned, I think we're doing pretty great so far.
yeah. But anyway, you said it's a step up from Olive Garden. I'm gonna tell you something fun that I learned back in
Olive Garden is
2019.
actually shit.
Like bad?
I've only eaten at Olive Garden once, and I will never eat there again.
All right,
Fazoli's takes that shit and runs with it.
here's my thing about Olive Garden, dude. Here's what I'm gonna say about Olive Garden. I learned that Olive Garden.
There it is.
There we go. There we went. We just got banned on TikTok.
How'd you get banned on TikTok?
Because we said something fishy, and so someone reported it. TikTok is an automated system, so it never actually goes through a physical means of checking if it needs to be reported or not. If one person reports it, it basically puts it on a timer. Let's get it, boys.
That's how you know we're making a good episode.
There you go. If we don't get banned, we're not doing it right.
Right. But I'm gonna post it. You best believe when this episode comes up, I'm making a TikTok of that very bit right there. The fucking if we don't get banned from TikTok, it ain't worth it. Right up on TikTok.
And then immediately add in the part where you're being meta, being like, yeah, I'm gonna add that part of into the TikTok.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to voice over this part.
I hate those
Literally.
fuckers, bro.
Literally, I'm gonna voice over that part with me voice over that. Anyway, check out the 5 o'clock reboot TikTok to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, I learned in 2019 that Olive Garden is not actually fancy. I thought that was like the fanciest fucking place
Is it
ever.
not?
I thought it was.
Like you always hear about like going on a fancy date. Everyone always talks about Olive Garden.
I know. That's what I was saying, man. Cause like I was talking to all these performers and shit, and somebody said something. And they were like talking about like Southern people making like little redneck jokes and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not really that much of a redneck. I watch a lot of anime. I play a lot of video games, all this other stuff. And they were like, oh yeah, and they think Olive Garden's just the fanciest thing, and I was like, Olive Garden is the fanciest
Apparently,
thing. Have you ever walked into that place, bro?
Like it straight up looks like you should be wearing your Sunday best.
No, really. Like, I walk in there and I'm like, okay, y'all got cloth napkins and wine everywhere.
That's fancy to me.
And like all of your servers are wearing like button-up shirts. Come on.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
What's fancy to these people?
I guess whenever people wear like button-up shirts and mean it,
Ruth's
I
Chris.
guess. Ruth's Chris. I've never been to Ruth's Chris.
It's whenever they wear button-up shirts but their pants are missing. They're just wearing
I've
banana
been
hammocks.
twice.
I'm afraid to go, dude.
If you're not willing to spend $150 to $200 on two people, don't go.
I can't even spend $30 on one of our shirts right now. I don't think it's a good idea for me to go in the next.
Their average
while.
steak is $58.
Oh,
They're like, here's a
no thanks.
here's 2 ounces of sirloin beef.
It's the best
$300.
goddamn steak you'll ever put in your mouth. But I mean, it's also like Paula Deen, like side style, like where they just bring you like on the side of mashed potatoes. Okay, plop, like they plop a whole fucking dish of mashed potatoes in your face. Like, okay, I get why it's like $12 a side now.
Yeah, you see, that's very smart. Because, like, if you do big things like that, if you do, like, big portions, you can charge more proportion because, number one, someone's not going to be doing no math on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and depending on the potatoes you get for the mashed
Anyone that's
potatoes.
going to Ruth Chris isn't doing the math on the menu.
that's why we like Waffle House, because then they do all the math for us.
Yeah, I go to Waffle House and Our Lady takes care
Tax
of
is
us.
included in the price. It says it in big letters.
Did you know that a lot of places overseas are like that?
Huh?
A lot of places overseas are like that. Like, my girlfriend went to...
Everybody here shady as fuck.
I know, dude. Like, I went, like, Madison... I don't know if I've said her name on this podcast before. My
You
girlfriend... I have? Okay. My girlfriend went over... Madison, my girlfriend, went over to the Netherlands, recently, and she was like, yeah, everything that's over there, like... what it says it costs is what it costs. Like, you walk up there, like, if you get something and they're like, it's $2.29, you walk up to the counter and they're like, that's $2.29. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Me too. I don't understand why we don't do that shit.
Because
Because it's a whole
the
lot
idea
easier.
of tax is kind of taboo and nobody wants to talk about it, but everyone likes to reap the benefits.
But the thing about fucking the tax thing is like, just tell us what the fucking thing is gonna cost. You know what I'm saying? Like, after taxes. We know that taxes are gonna happen.
Yes, we do, but we're also like, oh man, that price looks really good. But what if instead, I think DoorDash does this. All their items are like $3 to $4 more than what you would see at the regular restaurant, but
Yeah.
their final price is their price. And like what you'd see, $6.76 at Chick-fil-A, it's like $9 on DoorDash, but it's gonna be like $7, $8 at Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
by the time that you're done with it after the fees and taxes.
Right.
I mean, you're still paying out the ass regardless.
Yeah.
Would you
yeah.
rather see $9 or $7.84
Are you talking
when
like
you're going to pay for something? Like, if I'm gonna order it off the menu, would you rather see $7.84 or $9 even?
I mean, at this point, I hardly ever really cared about it. Because, I mean, like, Waffle House is cool because it gives you everything up front, but at the same time, if you just hold onto that little pine cone, it could become a whole lot of different stuff. We actually kind of talked about this whenever we had, like, the Nashville fires. Not the Nashville fires, the Gallenberg fires. We talked about, like, some of the wildlife out there, and, like, there were some trees that were, like, supposed to be, like, gone and dead. But then, like, after everything happened, you know, we had some of the trees come back. I've completely forgot what we were even talking about.
We were talking about, like, seeing a price and actually getting charged that price rather than...
Yes. Nope, it's gone. Lost it. Yep. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I am fading and slipping slowly.
Damn, son.
Whee! Well, I mean,
If you fall asleep, I'll wake you up with some rave music.
to my knowledge, I am fighting for my life right now, bro. Straight up, like, trying to poop and taking my shirt off and everything. I'm straight fighting for my life.
Well, I was gonna say look at how much rum we've had, but, like, I poured... Oh my god, dude. Bless your heart.
No?
I think it is because it is warm in here. I think that's the main problem. I'm just getting cozy.
Really and truly, hold on.
Is there any way to stop and come back?
What do you mean? We can stop the recording and start.
And just start a new one, you have to mesh it together?
I just measure.
I mean, would it help to step outside for just a sec?
I say because, like, oh, well, I don't have any cigars.
I'll just be standing tired. the second I come back in here, we'll start right back up where I left off.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I don't know about you guys, but the week for me was like really cool, kind of sad. We already talked about the reason why,
Right.
but also really cool at the same time. Personally, despite most things, I feel like my week was pretty solid, pretty set off, because everything that I have going for me that I need to have going for me right now it's flowing. The only thing left is to get the couch in the house, but I gotta figure that out later.
Dude, we'll get that shit done. We will get that shit. We will pump.
Dude, I'm in a weird place. Like, I feel like everybody else is just having like a pretty good time. I'm just in a weird spot. Like for these this past week and the next like week and a half, like I'm just gonna be like paused and just waiting. Like I don't have a job. I recently got let go from my job because the employer sold the building.
Lovely.
So yeah, I mean, there's not really a point in me getting another job with 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I've looked at it. I mean, I do Instacart, so I mean, I'm not like a bum. So I mean, I do something, but I mean, it's just weird. Like, there's not really a whole lot going on. I mean, I'm just packing, cleaning, just sitting around the house.
Yeah.
Just a weird kind of spot.
That would be a weird spot. You know what I mean? Because like,
There's just not much going on.
well, I mean, the thing is, like, you feel like whenever you don't have a job, like, you feel like you got to go get one. You know what I'm saying? But like, you can't really go get one right now. Like, it would be pointless.
Weird, but it's
for
like I don't really have much to do, so I'm like sitting down like Instacart and doing some games. I'm like, wow, I don't really have fucking much to do. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I mean, with so much free time. I mean, I do a lot of stuff, like I clean and like I pack and shit, and I'm like, wow, I haven't done anything today.
Man.
You work 2 jobs today?
I work only one job now.
Really?
Thankfully, I have
Yeah.
officially moved to one job. But I tell you what, dude, I'm getting sapped out right now.
Yeah, you work full time, 40 hours plus.
I work 40 hours plus. I work as often as they need me to. Sometimes during closing time, we'll close a little later than usual. It is what it is. I'm just hoping that a lot of this is just rethreading and then just turning everything back on, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. The future for the channel, I'm not really sure about, like, video wise. I kind of want to put a link for short film that I was in and put that in there,
Dude,
for
yeah,
sure, you
for
have to.
sure. You got to, dude.
because
Like-
it is the second he finishes the VFX for me, I'm just gonna,
Dude, I'm telling you, like,
You gotta send it to me if I don't see it.
it's gonna be.
I fear that Asgard may be in danger without me to protect it. There was something off about the last battle.
Put it in the Discord too. Speaking of the Discord, listen, guys. And well, the Discord and Twitch. We need to start. I'm gonna start streaming regularly if I can help it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would like to see more streaming. I'll be honest. We're trying to do stuff together, but it's just kind of like,
Do you remember that Dark Souls thing that I did that one time?
yeah,
Did you have fun watching that?
I enjoyed it.
Like dead ass?
Yeah, 'cause you
Dude, we
just
need to-
walked
we-
around and
we-
fucked around and found out.
Stream some of our stuff sometime.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, we should get us some of that. Now that you've got your own
Stream
place.
some Minecraft or something.
Minecraft, yes, sir. Like, the fucking gaming channel doesn't have to just be the like OG 5 o'clockers. You know what I'm saying? Like the gaming channel could be like it could have everybody. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's designed for everybody, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay. Hear me out, big guy. What you and I need to do, because like obviously we don't have to stay up this late to do this shit. We need to record for like a couple hours, or like a couple hours a week. Gaming. You know what I'm saying?
My ambitions right now are just to finish off that episode, the last little bit of the
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
How much? When will that go up?
I have no idea. It should come up by Monday. I'm probably gonna hit that one first before I do anything else, and then whenever I finally get around to fixing up the corner keys and everything like that, so we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, no, I am now on a timer. So
I got you, buddy. Yeah. So we're gonna record some Sea of Thieves this upcoming week.
Possibly, hopefully, potentially. I would love to.
Let's do it. Okay, we will do that, and we will actually use microphone. I will actually use microphones and Streamlabs and shit to record it. So, ask me a question. You had a question for me.
Well, I mean, Alex, I just gotta know. You know, I mean, this thing was kind of eluded from me and blocked some sun. You know, tried to find a little spot up underneath the little Christmas tree that we put in my apartment. Could not catch any. Yeah. But, you know, I focus on the main creek. But the main creek is, where on the clock does this drink lie for you?
Where on the clock does this drink lie? Listen, man. That's a tough question to ask me. I'm going to tell you why. Because Kraken, for the strength, because, like, yeah, the strength is hard, right? Strength smacks me in the penis. But it also... Penis.
Not a good place to smack you right now.
Yeah, not right now. You want to, dude? I'm just kidding. Please don't.
I'm not going to.
Thank you. Cheers, well, buddy. That was a test, and you passed, buddy. But, but I'm gonna have to give this a solid. Okay, this is gonna be very controversial. I'm gonna have to give this a 5.
What?
5.
Hear me out, y'all.
I was listening to your exact analysis. I was thinking you were gonna give it a 6.5 or 7.
A 5 out of 5 o'clock.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I would love to hear his reasoning for making it a 5.
Let me give you my reasoning, okay? I'm a little biased, and I will acknowledge that right now, okay? I have a history with Kraken. I have drunk, whatever the word is. I have consumed several bottles of this. Several bottles. This is the only alcohol on this planet that I've consumed several bottles of. Okay, this
False.
Silver Cloud. Fucking, what else?
Anything Sugarlands.
Fucking anything Sugarlands. I'm a Sugarlands bitch. But anyway, as far as Sugarlands is a different circumstance.
Rum.
As far as rum goes, this is the only rum that I've consumed multiple bottles of completely. You know what I'm saying? By myself. So I have to give this a 5. You can taste the rum when you drink the Coke, which, and if you ask me, bless you, is kind of a healthy thing, bless you, because if you can't taste the alcohol, it's too dangerous. It'll make you sick if you drink too much of it. You won't know you've drunk too much of it until you have. This lets you know where you're at. Also, the strength, you don't have to have all that much, so it can stretch further. You know, like, and the flavor. Like, it is a very sweet rum. The spice just comes in and blends with that sweetness just right. The alcohol does tinge your mouth a little bit. Yes, it's very rough to shoot on its own. Well, I say it's very rough to shoot on its own. Once you get a little bit drunk, once you get used to it, you kind of like ignore that alcohol thing and like you just get the flavor. The flavor is phenomenal. It is smooth as all get out, and it mixes like a dream. That's why I'm giving this a 5 tonight. Joseph, we're on the clock 1 to 5, or we're on the clock 0 to 5 o'clock.
3.6.
3.6, so that'd be 10 to 6.
7.2 out of 10.
Hold on, that'd be a half. A half of an hour is 30, and then you add another 10th, which is 6. So, she's a 3.6.
Yeah.
3:36. Time-wise, 3:36. Out of 5 o'clock. That's fair. That's fair. Do you have any reasoning? Do you have anything you'd like to add to it?
I mean, it is strong. It's strong, but the flavor, it masks it well for how strong it is. I mean, it's very sweet, but as soon as the alcohol taste hits your esophagus, you're done for.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well spit it up. But all that being said,
So you have got sick on this before, haven't you?
yes.
And that can also play into a big factor of it, especially whenever, you know. Fuck. Let me take my rating back down to about a 4.55. 4.55 because of the fucks. Now, Big Daddy.
Big fella.
Big fella. I took my rating back down to a 4.55 after I'd finished my drink there. Where does it lie for you?
It's very strange because like even with the first one's free, like it wasn't terrible. I mean it did still burn, and then it burned like around the base of the lid, kind of somewhere in the furniture. I'm not a huge fan, but at the same time, like I'm not complaining. It's not a bad deal. I mean, I would be a little more honest in the way that I speak because you know how that kind of goes. You be careful what you wish for because you never know what you're gonna get. Personally, this stuff right here, I gotta keep up with it. It's a 4.55, you know.
Really?
Just enough to.
God dang.
I know it was genuinely good on first one's free. It was genuinely good. The only thing that really sapped it from me was the overbearing taste of alcohol immediately after.
It was the all fucks, man.
It was, and I mean it was really crack-a-lacking, you know. And I mean mixing it, rum and coke, fantastic choice, really good. But I mean other than that, I've got no complaints, man. Only complaint that I really have about it is just the taste, the aftertaste.
The actual alcohol.
Yeah, whatever that's
Flavor.
lingering.
But that's because it's so strong, man. I mean, there's nothing else you can do to get around it. Like I feel like if they were to do anything to try to take away from that, then it would actually impact the flavor of the rum itself.
But now, the question for you. You have worms in your backyard.
I've got worms in my backyard.
Yeah. Like to hunt them down, mess them up.
Yeah, I like to hunt down my worms sometimes. Yeah, I like to go back there with a little magnifying glass and a Sherlock Holmes hat, you know, with the little knickerbockers, you know, and like the really high socks on. I like to do a little high knee step while I look for worms. Yeah, I like to.
Good. That's nothing pertinent to my question.
Okay, good, because I lied.
What are you wearing?
Well, to be quite frank with you,
It's happening. Yes.
I.
It's alright, we're already banned on TikTok.
My friends, with this Kraken rum, I am on the sea, and I feel the salt in my face, and I hear the peaceful sound of the ocean. But you see, unlike, you know, maybe a crew that's petrified or terrified, you know, because they're like, oh my god, I haven't seen land in so long, or like, I don't think my captain knows what he's doing. I am out there, and I can see the shoreline of the island, but I'm just so far out that I don't give a fuck. I just know it's there if I need to get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a mental comfort there. Also, along with the mental comfort, there is also a physical comfort, because there is this there's this like nice warm breeze while the sun is sort of coming down upon my body I feel the sun kissing my biceps, kissing my pecs, kissing my abdomen. starts making its way down. The sun's starting to get a little friendly. Starting to get a little hankily-pankily with me, you know what I'm saying? The sun is like, you know? Sun gets to my abdomen, starts kissing its way down. I'm like, holy shit, sun, what are you doing? Like, you're a star. Like, you're a superstar, you know? Like, you need to, like, chill out. You don't need to be, like, kissing on me right now. And the sun's like, no, buddy. No, buddy. This is your day. And I'm like, okay. The sun wakes its way down. You want to know why it's able to do that? Because I'm wearing absolutely no clothes. I am zooted butt naked right now, dude. I am zooted butt naked. I tied that shit back really quick, didn't I? I was like lowing into this little fan fiction and then just yoinked it back away. It's like, no, you don't know fanfic for you. But I am zooted butt naked. Now, Joe, I got a question for you. Oh my god, I've never looked you in the eye while asking you this before. I've joked around, but I've never fucking... What are you wearing? You know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean, bro. I'm strapped.
My Yeti to party shirt.
Oh, dude, you was Yeti to party, dude. You fucking went hard.
Yeah. I want to keep drinking, but it may not be good for me tomorrow.
Do you want something light?
No, I'll be alright right now. But dude, that VR game, it's called Super Hot, alright?
Okay.
So, the premise is, you know, you're obviously the main character, and it's just levels. Kind of like Crash Bandicoot. But, you can grab things, and like,
time only moves when you move, right?
yeah.
I got something to show you
I was getting to that.
after we get done recording.
Dude, it's okay. So in the first level, I don't remember what it's called, but you're sitting here, and the only thing you can see is a room full of white, and there is like a hole puncher in front of you. And when you move to grab the hole puncher, everything comes into view, and there's a guy right in front of you with a gun. And if you look to your left, panning, you see a stapler, and then in a drawer that's pulled out, you see a pistol. Mm-hmm. So you have time to only grab one thing. Reach for the gun, you can turn around to aim it, the guy's already shot you. So the first thing that I did, I don't know if this was unorthodox or not, grabbed the hole punch and just threw the hole punch at him. And these people are made of glass, and everything's made of glass, so once you hit it, it shatters. So I hit him, he shatters, his gun goes flying towards me. I grab his gun and stick my arm without looking out and grab the other gun in the drawer. And there's a dude that comes out behind a wall, and there's a dude way back that runs out behind some sliding glass doors. And the dude that runs out behind the wall doesn't have a weapon, so you can decide if you want to shoot him, waste a bullet, or you can just smack him with a gun. So most of the time I just shoot him, get him out of the way, pull the trigger. Most of the time I miss on the second guy, and then I have to like do some John Wick double pull action shit. Whatever. Second level. It's called like break time or some shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
You look around, you can't see anything but white, and there's an ashtray. You move to grab the ashtray, and some dude opens the door next to you, and it's a break-in. Yeah, so you have to grab the ashtray. This is a cross-body grab, let me add. And you have to throw the ashtray through the door. The dude has a gun. You have to grab the gun and kill two people instantly. But as soon as you finish that level, it zaps you to the next one. And there's two dudes left and right with guns in your faces. And you have to like act really quickly and just like pow and like just break both their arms and grab their guns. If you don't, you lose.
Dude, that's fucking
And
wild.
there's a few levels after that. But dude, it gets insane. It's awesome. Definitely recommend. 10 out of 10. VR. Super hot.
Dude, I get that. I'm sorry we didn't get to that beforehand, dude.
No big deal.
I'm glad that we were able to get to
chilling,
that,
dude.
dude. That's fucking sick, dude.
It was awesome.
I gotta show you something after we record this episode.
For sure.
It's super hot, not in VR. But anyway. See, we're talking about super hot. So, like, let's say that you fully embody what you are in super hot, right?
Yeah.
And then you were also full of however much Kraken rum you had. what you be wearing then, man? Sorry, what would you be wearing then, man? That man.
John Wick attire.
Really?
Have to.
So you're not drunk?
No, definitely.
So you're like not. So you're like kind of. So you're so zooted but naked.
I'm John Wick.
You're so zooted but naked that you're literally John Wick. Oh my god. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
He's so zooted but naked that he's John Wick.
It's actually cool. Clear the rooms. Flashbang through the door.
Now, guys, I think that was a mighty fine little review there on Kraken Black Spiced Rum. Did I ask you what you were wearing?
No.
Oh my god, how much of a sinner am I?
Derry, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you asked, because other people tend to forget this. Well, I kind of took my time on some whitewater rafting. I enjoyed my time on the river as it just sort of sailed me down. But something bumped me from underneath. Didn't quite know what it was, so I panicked a little bit. Did the old whoop, you know? But as I went to do that, and I came back down to get more comfortable,
You bitch.
my clothing was caught and shredded off.
Shredded.
There's no possibility of me coming back from this.
Hot, sexy shredder.
Not coming back.
And by the time we reach the end of the tour, clothing is so shredded that it's unrecognizable.
Don't know what clothes they are.
Dogs.
I'm just holding something between me and the viewpoint of the world. Because I am also, in fact, zooted but naked.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, we're all three zooted but naked right now.
Yeah, buddy.
We're zooted but naked. He's so zooted but naked that he's like fucking John Wick and people. Like, he's so zooted but naked that he's literally super hot. You know what I'm saying? Well, guys, gals, non-binary pals, once again, we would like to thank you so much for listening to this episode of what?
He didn't finish what he's wearing.
Oh, sorry, what are you wearing?
Oh, that was it, yeah.
You know, he said he was zooted but naked.
My clothes got shredded, man.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
so you weren't wearing anything?
He's not wearing shit. We're
Oh.
zooted
Bro,
but
I was
naked.
stuck in a
Alright,
blender.
There's more to the story.
No, we're
Forgive
naked.
me.
The only thing that's protecting
too
my
zooted.
my vulnerables from being spotted by the world is this slightly opaque, kind of clear tube that's sitting resting upon my twig and berries.
I feel that, dude. The only thing it's like keeping mine safe is like a nice little nurse who like ever so gently
Dude,
caresses.
what is with you and nurses right now?
Dude, she was so sweet to my ballsack.
But guys,
Give it a go.
that was about as good as it gets for this episode. We ran a lot of stuff happened for us. Kind of wish we could go into a little more detail. Maybe one of these days I'll stop fucking falling asleep. Who knows? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do the whole dealio. Check the description, find all the stuff that you guys can use to connect to our other socials and our other ones for like our Discord server and things like that. But guys, without further ado, you guys, we're going to be catching you guys in the next week. We'll be starting the week off right.
That's right.
Dang it, Joseph!
Sorry.
Hey, be easy on our boy.
Had a good time being here anyway. Fuck the ending up. Had a good time.
That's what makes this episode special, bitch.
I fear that Asgard may be in danger without me to protect it. There was something off about the last battle.